day because we are going to have hot temperatures. It's definitely going to feel like summer.
Yeah, certainly will with high temperatures back in those lower 90s later on today. Likely our first 90-degree day of 2025. We go back to late August of last year for the last time we reached into those lower 90s. So it's been a little while. So you do want to make sure that you're taking those precautions, staying cool, staying hydrated. And also for the elderly too, they're part of those sensitive groups category for that code orange air quality alert. So with that, the air quality not ideal later on this afternoon. So for the sensitive groups, we're talking the elderly, small children, as well as anyone who has respiratory issues or any heart issues as well. The air quality alert is in effect until midnight tonight for the DC metro area, as well as back over towards Loudoun County and then up the I-95 corridor towards Baltimore and Philadelphia. So if you do also have travel plans today up north towards those two metro areas, again, also they are including that code orange air quality alert. Air quality right now, though, is moderate, so this will continue to worsen through the day today with that heat building in. We're also going to likely see some haze out there again today from some of that Canadian wildfire smoke that's still in our upper atmosphere. So heads up, especially for our northernmost area, is going to be dealing with that haze, especially later on this afternoon and evening, and then it'll eventually fade away a little bit more as we look towards later on tonight, aside from farther out towards the north and west, out towards eastern panhandle, where it looks like that haze will be sticking around a little bit longer. High pressure is with us, so if you didn't have that Canadian wildfire smoke in our upper atmosphere, we would see those clear, beautiful blue skies. But again, with that haze today, we'll still at least see those temperatures heating up. Temperatures right now, though, starting off in those low to mid 60s to lower 70s. We're right at 71 in DC, 72 in Hagerstown, lower 60s farther off towards the north and west, right around 70 in Annapolis. And dew points, those are also continuing to rise right now. So we see the return of the humidity. We're also seeing the return of those 90s today. When you combine those two, it's going to make it feel even hotter later on this afternoon. So temperatures climbing pretty quickly from 8 a.m. to noon. So we go from those lower 70s at 8 a.m. to those upper 80s by noon. Then we're talking lower 90s by 4 p.m. And also don't forget to reapply that sunscreen through the day today if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. That UV index still quite high. Highs today, lower 90s for a good chunk of the region. Now tomorrow, yes, we are going to be tracking that heat, just not quite as hot as the day today. But we also have that storm threat later on tomorrow afternoon and evening. So let's get right to it. Futurecast. We'll notice a bit more of the cloud cover as we start off tomorrow morning, starting off with temperatures likely to those 70s by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Later on tomorrow afternoon, we're talking upper 80s to lower 90s, but then we're going to be dodging a few of those clusters of storms that will bubble up mid to late afternoon. So you do want to be weather aware for those. And again, some of these could contain some heavier rainfall as well. Then as we get towards the weekend, we still have some rain and thunderstorm chances. So that'll be something that we'll continue to keep a close eye on. Upper 80s to right around 90 degrees tomorrow. The weekend, Father's Day weekend, talking middle 80s out there Saturday, much more seasonable for this time of the year. Still humid though, with scattered afternoon thunderstorms. Sunday, low 80s, humid, scattered showers, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder, but it looks like Sunday, a slightly higher threat for that rain. Here's a view of the rest of that 7-day outlook. Still remaining unsettled as we start off that next work week with scattered storms Monday, highs upper 70s, and we continue to see those temperatures warming up through the middle of the next work week, upper 80s by next Wednesday.